Cultivating his new image of the man in the navy blue suit, the ex-Hakuho has appeared on Nippon TV's flagship Sunday night show, Popular Legal Advice Bureau. Don't worry, he's not taking legal action over his recent behavioral contract. Rather, he looked back on a fine career and, as ever, revealed interesting things. In pro sumo, our hair, our sashes, and in the yokozuna's case his roped belt, are all tied in knots, he began. Meaning that we bring fortune to people wishing to tie the knot and produce offspring from it. Indeed, pregnant women and those struggling to conceive have traditionally asked wrestlers to pat their stomachs for a boost. And one of them, Hakuho insists, did actually manage to conceive afterwards. We also learned that the bad bicep tear he suffered in March 2019 occurred at the start of his bout with Kakuryu, not the end. He simply fought on for a whole minute and threw with that same bicep regardless. We got to hear the words that slipped his mind at his recent retirement conference. I hate losing more than anyone, and I love sumo more than anyone. Wife Sayoko surprised him with a sudden appearance and sentimental letter in which she called him a great yokozuna and the best father, but urged him to please stop foot stamping while waiting for the elevator. And retired sumo hairdresser Tokuhachi not only praised Hakuho's hair, but reminded us of how the man saved his life in 2013 by insisting he go to hospital when his face was badly off color. The most intriguing revelation, though, was Hakuho's determination, after Kakuryu quit in March, not to retire himself until a new yokozuna came along. Which part explains the mad rush to fit Terunofuji with rocket boosters this summer. As Sankei Sports reminds us, had Hakuho bowed out before July, sumo would have been left with no yokozuna for just the third time since the 1700s. The last occasion was when current chairman Hakkaku walked in May 1992. The time before that was when Miyagiyama stepped down in 1931. Hakuho's sense of yokozuna duty was thus beyond great, especially given that he was injured, and, as renowned commentator Mr. Sugiyama notes, yokozuna is not a rankings chart necessity. Only ozeki, sekiwake, and komusubi are, just as in the days of the first charts when yokozuna was not an official rank. Thus, in September 1981, when all ozeki disappeared, were Kitanomi and Chiyonofuji ranked as yokozuna ozeki, for ozeki must be on that chart. One suspects Terunofuji would have been listed as the same for November had Takakeisho fallen last time. And, moots Sankei Sports, might a third period without yokozuna now be inevitable? His knees can only last so long. These two are gathering nowhere near the momentum required to reach the top. And he can't even regain ozeki until 2023.